Sports. I'm Tom Vasel here at Origins 2015, and we are here with Stronghold Games with Cynthia and Stephen Bonagor.
You remember my name. That's good.
It's tough. Today we're taking a look at Dark Moon, which looks like a horror game based on the cover because the person looks very scared.
Well, the person should be scared.
I don't know anything about this game. That's a lie.
It's a lie. I know it's a lie.
It's actually a reimplementation of a print and play game that was known as Battlestar Galactica Express.
PSG Express, but yes.
Yeah, PSG does not stand for Battlestar Galactica, apparently. Anyhow, that was a game that people wanted. They wanted the treachery and all that backstabbing in a shorter time frame.
That's exactly right. You basically, Evan Derrick created the game called BSG Express. He said, it's Battlestar Galactica by Fantasy Flight Games. It's a phenomenal game, but it's a 3-4 hour extravaganza. I mean, it just goes on, time. So you have to really commit a lot of time to that game. So he distilled that amount of backstabbing, that amount of paranoia, really into a 1 hour. We have 1 to 115 on the box, and it really can be played with that depending on the number of players. The main mechanic of this game, and Cynthia will take us through the whole thing, is going to be based on these dice. Now these dice, custom dice, they're all negative weighted. So 4 of the 6 sides on every one of these dice are a negative number. So even a good guy who's rolling dice behind his screen, and if he rolls, say, 2 dice, there's a very good chance, I did roll a positive, one of my numbers was positive, there's a good chance that both of these numbers come up negative. And you're gonna have to commit to the die pool to do a task or to do an event, a die each time you roll, or more than a die. And
can we back up for a second?
Yeah, sure.
And Cynthia, since you're hogging all the mic time, what's this game about, actually?
You want to figure out who's infected, who's not infected. You want to finish your final 3 event tasks and your final event before the infected people shut down all your systems. If they collapse one of your systems, you're dead.
And the systems here are the shield control, the outpost status, and the life support. If they close one of those down,
you're dead.
Everyone dies, all die.
So how many players?
3 to 7 players.
And everyone is working towards the same goal?
No.
All of the humans are working toward the goal of surviving. And the infected players, because we have one who was, Cynthia here is being shown that she was an infected. She came out at some point, did a very treacherous thing when she did, and now she's outed. But in the beginning, everyone's gonna look like that. They're all gonna be nice human players and stuff, and trying to, hey, we're all working together at this. At some point, you can quarantine somebody. I think at this point, right?
So you were quarantined.
I was actually quarantined because they thought that I was also an infected player.
And when I
yes, that was me.
When I declare that I do have this mysterious space illness, I get a special superpower where I can attack one of the systems in extra time to try and kill the people who are not infected, because this space disease has infected my brain, and
Space sickness. I've heard of this.
There you go. It is. It's a space sickness.
Now, is there more than one infected person, or is there just
based
one?
on how many people?
So let's say we're playing with 7. How many are there?
3.
3.
Oh,
That's the big kahuna,
And
yeah.
each one has a special superpower when they come out. So one can infect the shields, one can do an extra thing on outposts, and one can hit the life support.
Now, if you're a fan of Battlestar Galactica, you kind of notice that those are similar. And I'll be honestly, those are similar. But the game plays completely differently because of this mechanic. Because even the good guys, that's the really brilliant part. Even the good guys are going to be doing bad things because they have to. You roll all negative numbers, and boom, you're putting bad things into the pool to try to do the tasks and the events, and that's the genius in this game.
Do the infected win more often, or is it kind of an even split?
It's going to be one of those things where everyone's going to have a different opinion on that. But in the play testing, we had extensive play testing because we modified some things and streamlined a few things, and we had those groups saying, we think that the infected win 60% of the time. Then you have the other groups, we think the humans win about 60% of the time. So I think it's pretty darn balanced across that spectrum.
Does the number of players affect the playing length?
It does a little bit, but once everybody knows the game, a 7-player game, first time out, is going to bog down a little. But once everybody knows how to play, it moves like that. Because you know what you're doing, you know what your actions are, and it's rolling dice and you go.
You see what part of the station you have to save at that time. We're gonna try to fix the shield control because it's getting really in bad shape, etc.
But before we can, we have to fix the outpost because right now we're not allowed to fix
we're not
the
allowed
shield.
to fix shield control because it says shield control cannot be fixed. I didn't even
What
see
kind
it.
of situation have you thrown me into here?
You're in trouble.
The person, you've been quarantined, and this is bad. But I'm a good guy. Swear it.
So if you like Hidden Trader games, the bottom line here, if you like Hidden Trader games, this is truly one of the most ultimate Hidden Trader games. You should get a really great board game type experience, not a fast, card game experience. A lot of Hidden Trader games out. Great board game experience. Hour and a half tops, even with the maximum number of players.
Absolutely.
You can play it 3 times in a night, versus playing some of these bigger games, you can play it
Your
once.
dice are always hidden, so when you roll, nobody knows what you roll. So before you come out as infected, you could have roll an all positive.
Yep.
And still submit your nice little negative, and nobody. Oh, it's the best I can do. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do any better.
There certainly
Even
is a
though I
lot of
have
dice.
Positive.
Dice all start in the pool, and you get them back each.
How many
each time.
dice come with the game? Like 30?
It says it on the bottom of the box. What does that say there? How many custom dice? 29 custom dice.
All right. So, I wanted to get this game. How do I do so? Is it out yet?
It is not out yet. We had it here premiering at Origins. We sold out on the first day. Really, really nice. I had to airship them in, so you always have to be a little conservative with that. And it'll be out. The street date was going to be July 8th. It looks like, because the containers are just a little bit late, July 22nd should be the street date for the game.
So Gen Con will see the game full blast.
Absolutely. We'll definitely have more copies at Gen Con, and even more than I brought here, I bet.
All right. Well, thank you guys for showing us this game. I'm
Thank
Tom
you.
Vasel, and you've been watching Origin Summer Preview.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com.